Welcome back, everyone. Sorry I've been gone so long. It's been a very busy summer. Just getting into fall now. Kids will be going back to school soon. We have been really busy working on the new train modules for the club. Our new club module has all been primed, track laid, some scenery has been put on it. Without any further ado, let's get in and see what we've got here. Thank you. To begin with, a little company in Auburn, Washington built all of our module pieces for us, and they even took our bridge and added a third rail section into it. Here you can see some of our bridge being put together. We did have to do a little of the work ourselves, and then we moved the bridge ourselves to our working barn. And once we arrived at the barn, we unloaded the new modules from the back of the truck into the barn, and then we backed up the trailer and unloaded our rebuilt bridge into the barn. From there, we laid out some of the panels, started assembly, and got a general idea of what we wanted and how it would connect. This was a lot of trial and error for us, as this is the first time that this manufacturer has made these panels. At this point, we started cleaning, sanding, filing the rough edges, and priming and painting these panels. Then the process went to track laying. So we assembled and we started laying track. Here you can see we're into our first curves. We tried to keep the barn as clean as we could because it wasn't ours. And we assembled a lot of the pieces out on the front area of the barn, which luckily was a nice level cement driveway. You can see that all the track had cork bedding under it. We had a bunch of brand new track, so we were able to bend the new pieces. And in the end, it looked really good. At the end of the days, we would store the modules upright at the end of the garage. We did attempt to do a little bit of ballasting here, but it didn't really work well. And enough good cannot be said for all the people who volunteered. Norm and Alex, and we have Barry and Terry, and of course don't forget our president and her husband, Beth and Dawn. The tracks were tested numerous times throughout the build just to make sure that we had no derailments that would happen, that all the curves were accurate size, and just that it really looked good. And I think we came out pretty well with that. It really does look good. The wiring was primarily done by just a few of us. We set up a cart with proper wire colors, all in 14 gauge wire, American Standard, and we tried to use all new plugs and wire setups. There was a lot of sitting, a lot of time involved in wiring all these. We attempted to make good connections and make sure everything was as per the color code. And I'm having to say almost everything worked out right. I did find in the end when we were testing it 3 connections that had been crossed. And I'm pretty sure I did at least one of those myself. So we did get everything good in the end. It all figures out and works well. In the meantime, Alex, in the background here, received from Norm, here, the drop module for the trestle and mill setup. Alex did the preliminary setup for the track lane, then took the module home and did the scenery and the water setup and coloring and everything at home. It actually came out very nicely, and when set up at the fair, looked beautiful. And with just a couple of weeks to go before the fair and everything that we needed to set up, we received our racks that will hold all of the new modules. And I think I'm going to leave it right there for our next video. So please stay tuned and keep an eye out for the next video. We'll see you all down the rails.